All right, good morning, guys. Just wanted to do a brief enrichment video on mindfulness. You will be focusing on this during yoga at times. Also, your other fitness teachers will introduce some mindfulness techniques. So, just wanted to have us talk about mindfulness, what it is, why practicing it, and physically interacting with mindfulness. So, mindfulness students will be able to practice mindfulness by using their senses to notice and describe the present moment, including the things, details, people, and place around them. So, with that being said, don't worry about turning and talking. But so you're having a stressful day, right? Obviously, as a student, lots of workload on you. You have to do lots of homework. You have to organize things, and you might do extracurriculars. You deal with things in the household. So many things, right? It's inevitable. You're going to walk out of your door. You're going to have stress. You're going to have lots of things flying at you, and then you have to figure out ways to cope with this. So, what if I told you that there was a technique that you could use to help alleviate stress in a positive way? This technique can help you make better decisions in your life. This same technique can help you relax and feel re energized. This technique is called mindfulness. So, by practicing mindfulness, you're able to accomplish many, many things. So, what is mindfulness? You know, this has been practiced for centuries and thousands of years, but we're starting to introduce it here in our culture and globally. So, mindfulness is the ability to be fully present and aware of what we're doing and what is going on in us and around us. So, what is going on around us and being present in that moment? All right. So, it helps us to respond to situations rather than react. So, by practicing mindfulness, we can respond to a situation rather reacting negatively or whatever reaction your body impulse is going to have. So, benefits of mindfulness. All right. So, the benefits is it is going to help quiet your mind and take you away from dwelling on negative thoughts. So, usually when we're stressed out or in a dark moment of our life, the brain is going to think negatively. It's going to have bad thoughts, cloudiness. Mindfulness is going to help take that away by quieting your mind, controlling it, and being able to focus. Okay. The brain is one of the most strongest organs in the body, and you'll be surprised of like all the things you can do with it if you practice mindfulness. It's going to increase your awareness of the world, around you, your surroundings. It's going to also broaden your perspective. So if I'm more aware of like what's going on around me as a human, okay, like I'm going to have a better perspective of life. I might be curious to learn new things. I might be well equipped to be able to handle new thoughts, new ideas. All right, so that's why it's important to be able to practice mindfulness, because if your brain is clear, and it can control everything else in the body, and now you're able to learn better, adapt to environments, or be more aware. It's going to provide you clarity, and then with clarity it's going to help you make better choices during difficult moments. So if my brain can be trained to be calm, quiet, peaceful, resting, not being concerned about conflicts, I'm going to have more clarity. And if I have better clarity, right, talking about like that cloudiness or that, noise, you want to cancel all that out, block it all out. And by doing that, you're having more clarity. And now, if I have difficult situations in hand, I'm going to be sharp and crisp about being able to problem solve or figure out like very, very quickly. All right. So, ways to practice mindfulness. All right. The first thing is, you need to take a break. Lots of famous entrepreneurs, or even as students, right, like sometimes you ask, I need to use a restroom or go take a water break. Like, you're entitled to take a break. It's good to take a break here and there. It allows you for a little reset. Okay. Get lost in the flow of doing something that you love. Okay. And then having just mindful movements. All right. So for what they mean by getting lost with something you love, like you can even practice mindfulness like when you're cooking your food and like you're just in the groove of doing things, and you're just mindful with that moment and like really enjoying the preparation of the meal, the smells of all the ingredients you're using, the texture, the colorfulness. That can be a mindful moment. Okay. Some people also practice mindful eating. So sometimes when people are eating, it can bring relaxation. It can bring a positivity. It can encourage your mood, especially if you enjoy that food that you're eating. It can be one of your favorite food items. Typically people will do this with like chocolate or like a healthy snack or fruits. You can have like mindful eating as well. Connecting your senses, we have five. The more senses you can get activated and involved with mindfulness, the more you become aware and present in the moment. Using meditation techniques. So this can be some form of meditation, whether it's using like a humming noise, some type of background music, really anchoring on your breath. Okay. And then having self-reflection. As a person, it's always great to self-reflect. Um, Always self-reflect, even if it's like once a day, towards the end of the day. Okay. Some people might use a diary or a journal. Okay. Because without self-reflection, we can't improve as human beings. We're not all perfect, but we are trying to get better every day by day. And then just using mindful breathing techniques. Okay. So we're actually going to practice some mindfulness. All right. So yippee-yi-yay. This is awesome. All right. So before we get into that, though, this is the acronym that is used with mindfulness. It's RAIN. Okay. With another N letter at the end. So the first way to practice mindfulness is using this acronym. Okay. It's going to help you process strong emotions or thoughts and move in a positive direction instead of being overwhelmed by an emotion or a negative thought. Okay, so the first thing with R is to recognize. All right, acknowledge that you are feeling an emotion. It can be any kind of emotion. It can be a very happy emotion. It's not always necessarily negative, right? Because sometimes when we have too much joy, we're not able to self-control ourselves. All right, it can be maybe you're just having a very bad day. All right, so just recognizing that emotion, being sad, angry, happy, joyous, okay, whatever the case may be. After that, you want to accept. So allow yourself to feel that emotion, but don't push it away. So like it's there, you have the feelings, you have the containment. Don't necessarily push it away yet. It's just in the back of your mind or somewhere there as you're recognizing this. Now you got to investigate. So you got to question why you're feeling this emotion and what experiences in your life might be contributing to that feeling. So, for example, maybe you're very angry because you didn't do well on your assessment or a test, right? That's the cause of that emotion. So now I'm investigating like why I didn't do well. Maybe I didn't study. Maybe I panicked. Maybe I rushed. Maybe I overthought. Maybe I didn't follow my intuition. That's me investigating at the moment of why I didn't do well on my exam and why I got angry or upset or sad about it. Right? You want to nurture. So give yourself the space you need to let that emotion or thought go. So for now, we talked about it's somewhere in your place. This is the time to find the space to either let it go or figure out that emotion, like why it needs to go. So you might take a walk at the moment, you might listen to some music, or you might even start practicing your mindfulness technique, which we will do momentarily. It might even be just taking a deep inhalation of air and exhaling out, focusing on the breath while letting go of that emotion to reset. All right, and now we have to navigate. So we have to decide, is there a constructive course of action I can take? So what can I do to navigate through this emotion? Especially if it's holding me back, it's affecting me negatively, it's causing me stress, it's causing me anxiety to overreact, overwork myself. Okay, so now with mindful posture. So as you notice, the person here, it's very important when we're practicing mindfulness in a chair, okay, that I'll also show you momentarily as I roll my office chair back. All right, so you want to sit facing the front of the room. Your back is upright. You want to have really good posture. So your chest is up, shoulder blades are back, nice straight alignment with the spine. Your hands should stay on your lap, or if you have like the side piece of your chair, you can leave them rested there as well. You want to remain still, so you shouldn't be moving or overreacting. All right, and now quieting the mind. This takes time with practice. All right, it's not easy to quiet your mind, especially when it's constantly activated and so many impulses and signals are happening throughout the time. Relax your body, keep it calm, keep it still, just be relaxed. So I'm going to leave this for a little bit. So these are the main things, right? And I'll show you. So really quickly, I'm here in my chair, okay? I'm nice and calm. All right. Even for me, like I have a little back support here if I need it. You can like roll a big towel to place it in your lumbar area, the lower back. Okay. You can also take like big pillow, place it there as well if you need to. All right. So I'm sitting in front of the room. My back is nice and upright. Okay, I'm not slouch or all like this. I'm nice and upright because it's going to open my diaphragm, my rib cage. All right, my hands are on my lap, so I'm using my handrails here. Okay, I'm remaining still, so I'm nice and still. My feet are squared and centered onto the floor and anchored. Okay, I'm going to start quieting my mind, calming down a little bit, keeping my body calm. So like right now, I'm nice and upright. I'm really calm, not really worried about things. I don't hear the cars across the street. It's raining a little bit. I'm just not really focused on that. So that would be some examples of like the mindful posture. Okay, so with that being said, mindful breathing. Okay, so this is what you would have to use to practice mindful breathing. Ideally, you might want to have like a room where it's nice and quiet, okay, or some kind of space where it's quiet, right? Keeping the lights and the environment not as bright, okay? So it's really, I changed the light environment just a little bit, all right? And then you're here with the mindful breathing.
Mindful breathing. Close your eyes and rest your hands on your knees. Bring your attention to the touch of your body on your seat. Feel the weight of your body on your chair or cushion. Make sure that your back is straight and that you're comfortable. Take a few deep breaths. While you're breathing deeply, relax your shoulders, your stomach muscles, the muscles in your face, your hands, and your legs. Let go of all the tightness in your body. Now bring your attention back to your breath. Notice what it feels like as it enters through your nose, goes down through your throat, filling your lungs, and back out through your nose. Notice your stomach and chest rise and fall each time you breathe in and each time you breathe out. And just allow your breathing to be natural and relaxed. Now bring your attention to the feeling of your breath in your nose. Feel your breath as it comes in and goes out. Just focus on this sensation, paying attention to each time you breathe in and each time you breathe out. As you inhale, maybe your breath feels cool. And as you exhale, maybe it feels a little warmer. When your mind wanders, or if you become distracted, just notice what's going on in your head, and then gently bring your attention back to your breath, going in and out. Focus on the feeling of your breath and allow thoughts and feelings to come and go in the background. Now gently bring your attention back to the touch of your body on your seat and open your eyes.
All right, so that was a mindful moment. Excellent job. Okay, so you can practice mindful moments like that anywhere between 1 to 3 minutes, and you'll notice lots of things. Some of the feelings you're going to have is just like relaxation, being calm, less tense, rejuvenated. Okay, and for some people you might even get tired or more sleepy, right? Because you're starting to prepare your body for relaxation and sleep. But the more practice you have with it, you can really come in and out of that channel and just be able to control your feelings and being aware. Right. Other ways is like using mindful coloring. So, you can get like a nice like mural in art class, or some of your enrichment videos, and then you really just focus on like the coloring, certain colors release certain emotions, and things like that, and then like a little bit of music in the background, and that's really it. So typically, I would also have after a mindful session, like a little bit of mindful coloring. So you get like a nice mural, color in and out, a little bit of nice soothing music, and just really being present on your decoration, your decor, your artwork, and things like that. So, with that being said, that really starts concluding things, and just want to wish everybody a nice day. All right, take care. Have a mindful day.